Like, I will say that, you know, hold up, pimp, hold up. Am I the thug version of Casey Neistat? Yes. Look, if you don't know why that's a big deal for a pimp, I'll just tell you. It's because that thing is always, like, always full. I know that's crazy, but I get so excited when I make it to the recycling bin and it's not full. Because, you know, you don't want to be that guy that just leaves it on the ground or puts it in the trash when it's supposed to be recycled. You don't want to be that guy, you know? All right, so now, vlogging essentials. I mean, well, just a couple of things that I think you personally need to start a good vlog channel. Now, since I started this channel, I often get asked, is it worth it to start a YouTube channel? And my answer is always a big old fat yes. And another question I also get asked like a lot is, what gear do I personally use? And I'm like, first of all, yo, chill, pimp, chill. Don't roll up on a thug like that. You working with them peoples? And now, although this video is gonna be mainly focused on like gear and like specifically like YouTube gear, if you are thinking about starting a channel, like anything, just know, like, I gotta give you a heads up. One thing that you do need is a good work ethic, like for real. Because this whole like uploading video thing is like boss stuff, like it is hard work. So if you start a new channel for the new year and you find yourself saying, whoa, this is hard, just remember, you a thug, you a boss, and just keep going. And I promise, pimp, you will be happy. And now with all that said, let's talk about some gear, starting with cameras. Because yes, pimp, you are gonna need a camera. And now for me, my current and best setup that I have right now is the Sony a7S III with the Tamron 17 to 28mm lens, as well as the Sony wireless mic. And then the icing on the cake to get these like super smooth, buttery on your butt cheek smooth shots outside is the Zhiyun Crane M3 gimbal. Yes, it is so light and I love this gimbal. It is by far the best gimbal I have ever had. It works so well with my Sony and my personal vlogging needs. That is my most expensive setup, but I also do have some side pieces. And those side pieces have to be the DJI Pocket 2, the GoPro Hero 10, and the DJI Action 2. And now, low-key, high-key, if I'm keeping it real, the camera doesn't really matter. I'm gonna just throw it out there and be real. I'm being honest, the camera does not matter. But I will say there is something that you should watch out for if you are in the market for a camera, and that is the post-production process. Look, I know that sounds crazy, but just hit me out. It does not matter what kind of camera you have if you cannot edit the footage or it takes you an extremely long time to get the footage. There are cameras out here that will cause this problem. Two perfect examples of this are the Canon R5 as well as the Insta360 1R with the 1-inch sensor mod. Both of these cameras are amazing, like in theory. And believe it or not, your boy Sky Money bought both of them. With the Canon R5 shooting at 5K, 24 frames a second, I could not edit this footage. It was just so laggy. The footage looked amazing, but I couldn't edit it, so I returned the camera. And then also with the Insta360 1R 1-inch sensor mod, if you shoot at the highest resolution on that camera, which I mean, it didn't look terrible. But for me, when I shot with it just like how I normally shoot, even for my secret channel, just getting the footage through the app and ready to edit with took hours. And I mean, like, you have to leave the footage overnight. You just cannot grab this footage. It just took so long. And like, look, just being real, we on that Wi-Fi. Don't get anything that wastes your time. Look, time is money. Do not waste it. That is one of the biggest things that I check first when I buy a new camera is the post-production process. Overall, pimp, cameras do not matter. Just avoid the ones that waste time. Actually, you know what? Real quick, before I even switch the subject, let me know if you've ever bought a camera that you regretted. Like, I seriously regretted buying the Canon R5 as well as the Insta360 1R with the 1-inch sensor, just because of terrible post-production experience. So yeah, let me know in the comments if you've ever bought a camera that you just regretted the day you bought it. But yeah, if you do have the bag and you're thinking about picking up something new, The links for everything I'm talking about are down below. Get something that you can afford and also just something with a wide lens and you pimp, you are good. And now the next thing you're gonna need is a way to actually stand up the camera, like put the camera on something, and that is a tripod. And now you can go the traditional route and get a traditional tripod, which I do have like right over there. And I believe that tripod itself was about 40 bucks. I will link it down below. And that tripod over there is actually for more indoor shooting. While on the go, my go-to till this day is the Joby GorillaPod. Now, I will be the first one to tell you this, and that is if you do decide to get one of these Joby GorillaPods, just get the correct one for the correct camera. I just found this out like a week ago. You see, I've been using this one for the small cameras and then this one for the Sony. And now this does hold the Sony, but it's not made for the Sony a7S III. If you have a camera like the Sony a7S III with like a lens, and especially like a thick lens on it, you will need a better one than the two I just showed you. And that is the Joby 5K GorillaPod. It handles the weight like a champ. But since there are a bunch of you guys out there that use a lot of smaller cameras like the GoPro Hero 10 or the DJI Pocket 2, this one does plenty and it is cheap. But for the most part, yep, Joby GorillaPod is the way to go if you are gonna be out and about. They're light and you're just not feeling the gimbal setup or have the bag for a gimbal setup. Look, pimp, don't even stress it. A Joby GorillaPod is great. So now you got your tripod, you got your camera. I would say the next big thing that you're gonna need is some form of audio. And now, pimp, I cannot stress enough how important good audio is. Fortunately though, with a lot of these smaller cameras nowadays, the audio's actually really good. Like I do personally think that the audio coming out of a GoPro Hero 10 is better than like the Sony a7S III's onboard audio. Like I do think it's better. But still, if you got the bag, you already got your camera, you already got your tripod, I will say the biggest thing to upgrade is the audio. For me, I personally like small footprints, which is why I got the smallest shotgun mic available with like the most amazing quality, and that is the Sony electronic wireless microphone. It is amazing. But with my pocket cameras, I tend to use wireless microphones as well. Again, just to keep the footprint as small as possible. I mean, you're already drawing so much attention to yourself. There's no reason to have like this huge fluffy thing, but that's just me, pimp. That's just me. So with the Sony a7S III, I like to have a shotgun mic, while on my smaller cameras like DJI Action 2 and DJI Pocket 2, I actually like to use the Rode Wireless Go as well as the Cinco wireless microphone, because those are really good mics to use. And now if you notice, I did not say GoPro, and that's because GoPro be killing me. Like GoPro kills me with the mic adapter. That is ridiculous. It's like 60 bucks, 60, 70, like that is insane for an adapter. GoPro, don't make me pull up over there. But I do want to stress the simple fact that audio is very, very important. Even if you are filming with your cell phone, the only thing I would suggest upgrading is the audio. Buy an external mic. And again, just being real, pimp, it is the most important part of the production is having good audio. That is just my opinion. Now, there are a bunch of miscellaneous accessories that you could look into as well, but we are not gonna get into that. Like, bump all of that. We are just talking about getting you started for the new year. Like, the only reason I don't want to get into those accessories right now is because you don't really need them to start, and I feel like if you're just waiting to get these things to start, then you're just making excuses. And I know a lot of people that just make excuses. But pimp, you got this. I tell you guys this every video. If you want to do something, go do it. You a boss. So be the boss, like for real. Like don't just say you a boss, be the boss. All right, now there is one more thing that you're gonna need, and it's some kind of editing software. For me personally, I use Final Cut Pro. I've been using it for a long time, and it just handles the footage that I work with very well. I actually used to use Avid and Premiere Pro, but handling the footage was very tedious and like it distracted me from actually editing. And then to top it off, Premiere Pro has some issues when it comes to like crashing. Like, trust me, that is like, come on, time, like pimp, time is money. So that's why I stick with Final Cut. But if you are just looking to start and you don't know what to pick up, I mean, DaVinci is like free. And pimp, let's be real, who don't like free 99? Like, who don't like that? And in today's economy, it's either like free 99 or illegal aid. So, but yeah, editing software doesn't really matter. They all do the exact same thing. They may have a little bit of different looks and feels, but for the most part, I could shoot a commercial and edit the same commercial on any piece of software the exact same way. It just kind of depends on what you're comfortable with and what you choose to like put the bag in. But yeah, these things all do the same job. Don't get lost in the sauce. Just get it done. And now I think that just about wraps it up for me. I just kind of made this video because people keep asking me, what do I use? Like, what do you think I should get? And I'm just like, bitch. So yeah, I just really hope this helped you guys out and like help you really decide on what you want to get. Oh, wait, I forgot. There's one more thing that I will say about your gear, and that is, especially with your cameras, make sure you get screen protectors. Like every camera you have, get it, cause yeah, it is a lifesaver. I don't care what nobody say. Pimp, listen to your boy Sky Money. These screen protectors are dirt cheap. Like you want to be a ninja boss, get a screen protector. All ninja bosses have screen protectors. Like look at a ninja boss phone. What's the first thing you see on it? Like look, don't be one of those people who drink smart water but make dumb decisions. You don't want to be that guy. But yeah, seriously, hope this helped you guys out. If you have any questions, Pimp, feel free to hit me up. I don't mind. I'm just joking. I love chatting with you guys in the DMs, so feel free to hit me up. But yeah, I think that's about it. Do the usual boss things you normally do. Like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you in the next video. Oh, and don't forget, let me know if you've ever bought a camera that you regret buying. Like, for real, light them comments up. Let me know. All right, that's it. I'm out. Whatever you're trying to do, just start. Like, guys, you got pimping. You got this. Remember, we are bosses. Like, if you're not gonna do it for yourself, do it for me. Do it for your boy Sky Money. I mean, I need more creative friends.